What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Tuesday tackle tips and tricks video brought to you by Oki Outdoor Adventures. Today I'm actually giving you a twofer. So this one's easy, it's going to be quick. All you need for the first trick is a simple safety pin. Now unfortunately this safety pin is not as big as I would really like, but somebody got into my little survival kit and helped themselves. So I imagine my daughter's walking around somewhere with my safety pins. But we're going to talk about organizing your terminal tackle. And what I've come to realize is, let me just see if I can give you an example. That's what I deal with on the regular. And I don't know if you can see that very well, but these are my 3/0 worm hooks. And I think there's a jig head mixed in there. So in order to combat that just a little bit, they're still going to be tangled. We're going to take the safety pin and we're going to thread the hook on the end of the safety pin, just like that. We're going to do this a couple of times just to kind of illustrate for you what we're looking at. And it's not perfect, guys. These are definitely not a perfect solution, but it helps it will help keep things organized if you don't stab yourself with the extremely sharp hooks. So another benefit of this trick that I really enjoy and I think provides more use than the simple organization piece of keeping things less cluttered is that you can string on similar sized hooks. So keep all your 3/0 hooks together, keep all your 4/0 hooks together, keep your 5s together, etc., etc., etc. And you don't have to worry. Now I also have sadly been in the habit, and that's all I'm going to put on that one because I'm using the other hook for my second trick, but everything's organized right there. You know what it is, and then you can label your tackle box if you want to, so wherever you're dropping this in, you know that those are your 3/0 hooks and it's on your 3/0 safety pin. Or you could take a dab of nail polish if you wanted to and label them that way, so red for 3s, blue for 4s, whatever the number that you wanted to get to. Pretty cool, right? Our second tip for today, and I wanted to do this in two pieces because, well, frankly, I just needed to fill content, and that was pretty easy. We're going to talk about the Palomar knot and braided line. And this braid's a little bit chewed up. It's been out in the garage, but it's going to be perfect for this example. So we're just going to cut off a little strip of it here, and we're going to use one of those hooks that we pulled out. So the Palomar knot is great, okay? It's one of my favorite knots. I think a lot of fishermen would agree. It's one of the Godfather knots, right? And I know people like the traditional fisherman's knot. Some people like a uni, etc., etc., etc. But for me, the Palomar is my go-to. It's quick, it's easy, and it's strong for me. Some guys have had bad luck with it, some not so much. With braid, it's a different monster, and the reason it's a different monster with braid is because it slips. I think we all know that. We've been in a situation where you tied a knot with braid, it slips out. So to combat that, we're going to double our knot over and leave several inches of tail. You'll get better at that. It just depends on the type of bait that you're tying, but you got your tail, you got your main line, and then you got your double knot. You're going to go through the eye of your bait or your hook or whatever you're doing. But then, instead of doing your overhand knot now, you're going to take your tail or your end here and you're going to go back through the knot. And if I can get this to cooperate, that would be great, but my chubby little fingers are kind of a pain in the butt sometimes, so we'll see. There we go. Okay, and then you can cinch that down. So you don't have to leave anything loose there. Now you've got a double knot to start your Palomar. Then you can do your overhand and pull it down as tight as you're comfortable. Again, it's entirely dependent upon the bait that you're using. Sometimes I cinch them down, sometimes I don't. It just depends. We're going to go around the bait. And again, I'm sorry for the bad views. This is all being done from a GoPro, so you know how that goes. But, okay, we got everything squared away. We're going to wet the line just a little bit. And then we're going to start pulling everything down if it will cooperate. And then you pull your tail in. There's a text message from somebody. And you've now got a Palomar that's doubled up. We'll trim that tail off. And the likelihood of that not slipping is considerably less now. That's our Tuesday tackle tricks Tuesday, see, I can never get that right. Tuesday tackle tips and tricks video. We're a little bit over 5 minutes this time, but we're gonna make it work. Thanks guys, and we'll catch you next time.